Hello, beloveds. Thank you for being here. Welcome to Luna's Love Spell. I invite you to close your eyes, sit in a comfortable position, get out any wiggles, any movements, and find a place of stillness, settling into your body, settling into this space. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathe in, breathe out. I pray and call upon the energies of Mother Earth. I pray that this earth may ground and support, this water cleanse and soothe, this air revive and restore, and I pray that this fire may burn a reminder of your strength and will. Breathe in this healing and breathe out this healing to Mother Earth. Breathe in and breathe out, and just continue to breathe. Beautiful. Tomorrow, July 31st, we have a new moon in Leo, and the sun is also in Leo. These are beautiful times, my beloveds. New moon in Leo, the sun in Leo, and we also have Venus in Leo. So these energies are a very gentle invitation to open and to expand. It's very nourishing. It's very soft. And it's very loving. Beautiful. We have been faced with a lot of fiery energy, especially with this eclipse season. A lot of us have been running forwards, moving at a very fast pace. So this new moon is really calling us to slow down. This new moon is calling us to face those things that we're actually running from. What are you running from? What do you feel like is dragging you down? And when we take a look at those, when we have the courage to look at our habitual patterns, when we have the courage to look at those emotions and experiences that we desperately run away from. And that's what this Leo energy is, the courage to look at our habitual patterns. Breathe in and breathe out. When we look at these habitual patterns, we'll find some surprises. And this is the energy of Uranus. And Uranus is actually in Taurus. So as we have the courage to look at where we were, be open to what comes up. It is very important to let go of those things that no longer serve you. Sometimes this can lead to a very vicious cycle though, because we try to push away those things. We try to push away those experiences and those feelings that we feel like drag us down. especially when it comes to trauma. And when we talk about trauma, those experiences are so very necessary in the development of who Spirit knows we are. So instead of trying to push them away and to let them go, this new moon is calling you, is asking you to have the courage to pull them closer, to embrace them, pulling in all of this energy, all of those experiences that you run so desperately away from. We pull them in and we love them. We love those parts within us that generate anger, hate, guilt, shame, inadequacy. We love those parts of us so that we can love those parts in somebody else. We get optimistic and we start looking ahead. But there's this disconnect between where we want to be and where we were. So it's how can we bridge this gap between who you are and your inner child? Your inner child is not something that you need to run away from. Your inner child is not something that is dragging you down. Instead of running from these energies, from these traumatic experiences, bring them with you. Let them transform into empowerment, into courage, into strength. Reset the association to these experiences, to these feelings. So that instead of running forwards away from these things, it's a beautiful walk, a beautiful dance with your inner child, with these experiences. Like the ebb and flow of the water. And even though, yes, we do have this fiery Leo energy, Venus really brings it down. Venus adds in this nurturing, loving energy that we really need to give to ourselves. We're able to move forward in a slow, gentle way. And as we do this, we are building a foundation. And we're able to start feeding those things that do work for us. I'm going to draw a couple cards. This new moon really is a lion's gate or lioness portal. It's the end of the Mercury retrograde, right at the end of July. So it's a time of close and also a time of opening. Where in your life can you open? And that's associated with our inner child. How can you let your inner child out to play? And perfect, I just drew the Wheel of Fortune. These past habitual patterns are coming to a close. This card, this new moon, is asking you to close out those patterns that no longer serve you. And we do that by embracing them, by loving all that we are.
It's that time again. Class
Oh.
is almost back in session, and Old Navy is here to make all your back-to-school shopping fast, fun, and easy. Hurry into Old Navy to grab the looks your kids want at prices you'll love, starting at just $5.
And we also have
jeans, school uniforms, and more.
this 3 of Cups. I totally lost my place with this commercial. I'm sorry. It really... Okay. Okay.
You're listening to Free Stations on Amazon Music. Want to play the song you want when you want? With Amazon
I
Music
might redo this video.
50 million
We're all,
songs anytime.
I'm just gonna go with it.
Ask, try Amazon Music Unlimited.
This 3 of Cups symbolizes Venus and Leo. We love all that we are. We love those places within us that generate hate, anger, shame. And we are able to reinstate grace, humility, and love. Just love all that you are. Love all that you've been through, all that you are, and all that you will be. We have 7 of Cups. And this is the time of reflection. To look at your habitual patterns. Look at what you're running away from. So that you can have the courage to stand. You may have the courage to open. And you may have the courage to surrender. And that you can have the courage to let your inner child out and play. That takes a lot of courage to be seen, to be vulnerable. This beautiful union of mind, body, heart, and spirit. And perfect card to draw at a close, the Ace of Swords. Union. This new moon in Leo is a union of what once was a neglected heart, a neglected inner child, into a beautiful, magnificent, eternal being. Mind, heart, body, and spirit, all joining in one, all joining in this loving embrace. Beautiful. Breathe in and breathe out, and really be mindful of your breath. Sometimes when we breathe in, we already anticipate where our breath is going to stop. So let go of that habit. You control your breath. You control your life. Really be present in your breathing. Instead of focusing on the end result, where your breath is going to end or start, really be in the process of breathing. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in this loving, nurturing energy that is Venus, that is you. Breathe in, breathe out. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being you. Loka somosta tsukino bevantu. Amen.